I love making something out of nothing. I'm not trained, but I am brave and determined. Of course, I could hire a professional, but DIY first. Hey guys, I spent a little bit of time earlier this week trying to get some plants into the ground, and I thought today was going to be a day I could just come out here and work all day, but the sky is looking right now, it looks like it's going to rain pretty soon, and my phone app is saying that it's supposed to rain in 20 minutes. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do any work out here right now or not, but and see, now the wind is picking up and blowing all my stuff around. Anyway, I got my melon patch done and I got the lettuce patch done. And I tried to put cardboard with just a little bit of mulch to try to weigh it down a little bit so it wouldn't blow away. Although a few pieces have started to blow around with the wind that's starting to pick up. But I got those two areas done. So those are the two front areas on each side. And my plan was to go down the middle row next. And then once that's done, do the back row. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get done today. Originally it said there was 0% of precipitation, 0 inches, and now it's saying rain in 20 minutes. So I guess I'll just see how much I can get done before the rain actually starts. And then we'll pick back up and figure out what to do next to be able to keep some momentum. Okay guys, that was about an hour and a half, just about close to an hour and a half. And I was able to do 4 squares and I got 12 more to go. So about 5 hours if I'm just doing it by myself. I didn't plan anything. I'm just gonna try to process as many squares as I can. I think my mom, if it doesn't rain too bad, my mom's gonna come by later and kind of help me get some stuff into the ground. So I'm just gonna continue on. I'm gonna move on to other side, I think, and do those 4. So this, what I just did, that side is gonna be tomatoes, peppers, and okra. And then on the other side over here behind the lettuce, that's going to be brassicas, which is like cabbage, kale, broccoli, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that section and we'll just see, maybe I can get that done by 12 or sooner. So I'm gonna get back to work. We're making progress. Okay, it's 11:42. My mom is on her way over to give me a hand, but I have 8 sections ready to go, ready to put some plants in. So I guess that's what we'll do. It's not really comfortable out here. I'm gonna put my jacket back on, but it's really windy and I don't really like that. It didn't rain though, so I don't know how much more I'm gonna do today, but when she gets here, we'll put some plants in the ground and I guess we'll go from there. So I had my mom come over and give me some advice about how to go about planting this garden. My mom has decades of experience with gardens and she has a green thumb. Mine, I think, is maybe orange, but I'm getting better. I've been learning and I've been kind of watching what she's done. I used to help with the garden when I was a kid and we always had a garden, but I grew up in the country. We had a lot of land, and so my dad would make, I guess you would call it a truck patch with the tractor, and that's where we planted all of our vegetables and stuff. So I have a little bit of experience. But my mom has decades of experience, and so what I'm trying to do is tap into that expertise to help me be as successful as possible. Now, this is just the land in my backyard, and the soil makes a big difference. The land where I grew up was a different type of soil. In my backyard, I have multiple different types of dirt. I have clay, I have sand, I have just different stuff mixed in. And so each different area of my yard may produce differently. And so what I'm trying to control is what I have control over, which is spacing and timing, and trying to make sure that I give everything the best chance possible. And that's where asking my mom all of these questions about how to plant things and where to put things is so important.
And maybe spread over like this.
Okay.
So you probably get.
So if I split this down the middle, one,
You
two,
want
three,
to go
four.
this way? This way?
I guess so. I guess maybe like that kind, because there's two different kinds of peppers. So maybe like
But after three,
three rows.
because it's gonna take them once they grow the well into it's gonna take it
One plant.
grow.
Oh. So do like 1, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So this is kind of an experiment to see how things do in different areas. And y'all have to excuse my little tiny seedlings. I did the best I could. I'm gonna tell you right now, they didn't make it. And my mom was looking at me sideways with how little they were, but I mean, at least I tried.
So what is this?
That's cabbage. It, that's two in there, and that's one sickly looking one. So there's cabbage, that's broccoli, and I got some kale seeds here. With how they looking, maybe we can put the cabbage and the broccoli together.
Yeah, I think so.
And then do.
You know how cabbage work. They just don't go around here.
So maybe we'll put the cabbage and broccoli together here, kale, and then put the beans in the last.
I'm not gonna
For the
start
beans,
working
and
with
I'll do
beans.
these here. Okay. I'm also trying to learn how much to plant in order to produce enough to actually eat. And so that's one of the things me and my mom talked about, especially with the beans, that they need to be planted pretty densely in order to produce enough to harvest. Water on it? Because it's kind of dry. It's up too high?
No, I'm just covering it like that. So something will hold the dampness. The dampness won't let it dry it out so fast. Right? I was just watching because it's supposed to rain.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, I probably will do a little sprinkling by my bean.
Just let's get out this air.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah. I'll start back up tomorrow. Okay, guys, I don't know what day I'm working on this project, but I know the weather has been up and down, and they tricked me. I thought it was supposed to be like 80, 85 degrees today. It's gonna be about 65. Right now it's pretty chilly, hence the hat, the turtleneck. I am going to work on breaking up and removing any grass that's in the back area along the fence. That's the last portion that I need to do according to what I was planning to do. I had some other ideas this morning when I was supposed to be sleeping, and so we'll see if I get to those today, but it's supposed to rain a lot next week. I think starting maybe Wednesday or Thursday if things don't change again. So whatever is gonna go in the ground, I would like to get it in the ground now. And that way I won't be out here once the rain starts. It's supposed to rain for several days, maybe like even a whole week. So whatever's gonna go in the dirt needs to be in the dirt before then, I think. So my plan again is to focus on the back fence area. I think what I'm going to do today is time myself and see how long it takes me to actually work through these 6 areas that I'm wanting to focus on. So that's 6 areas. I'm going to time myself to see how long it takes me to do this. Also, I'm going to bag up the dirt and the grass that I pulled out before, because some of it I just threw into the back area by the fence. So I need to clean that up. I'm going to see how much I can get done in 2 hours. I'm gonna set my timer for 2 hours, and I'll let y'all know how much was I able to get done within that time period. Okay, well, I had 10 minutes and 10 and a half minutes left on my 2-hour timer, which I did start it a few minutes later. So I'm going to say it took me 2 hours to do those 6 areas. I broke them up. I got the grass out, and yeah, so that part is accomplished. The next thing will be to put plants in the ground, but I need to do a little bit of research, and I also need to go to the nursery to pick up a few other plants. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know if y'all can hear me. My microphone is under my sweatshirt. I'm going to, let me catch my breath. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and then I'm going to go to the nursery and maybe to the store to get a few other things and see if I can get the rest of the plants that are going in the ground. And then the next step will be to do the containers and to block off the area where those are going to be. So we'll just see how far I get today. I don't know if I'll do that part today or wait and do it later, but again, my goal is to get everything that's going in the dirt in there today or at the latest tomorrow. So I'm going to take a little break, maybe eat some lunch or something, and then I'll come back later when I go to the nursery and see what they have there. All right, guys, so I took a little bit of a break. Now I'm at the nursery. I'm going to see what kind of plants they have. I need vines, so I need like squash and beans that go up on a vine, because these are going to be along the fence line. So I'm going to put a trellis up back there and then let them kind of go up from there. So that's what I'm here to look for. And I think I also want to try to see what kind of flowers they have available too. So yeah, let's go see what they got. All right, folks, I got everything I need, I think, to put the rest of the plants in the actual ground. I don't think I'm gonna have the time or energy to deal with the containers today, but I can get everything in the dirt that's gonna go in like directly into the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant that stuff. I have butternut squash plants. I have green bean seeds, and what's the third thing? Squash, green beans. Oh, cucumber seeds to go out here. So the supervisor and its assistant is here hanging with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those in the ground, and then yeah, maybe I can get to the containers tomorrow, but we'll just see how long this takes me and how much energy I have left after I do this part. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna take a few minutes and water everything, spray everything down, but the master plan is coming together. I can already tell you right now that most likely next year, or maybe even in the fall, I think I am going to extend this garden even more all the way out. But first things first, we'll see how this goes. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think I do kind of want to rework how it is and do some more like raised garden beds, but just like low to the ground type. I'm going to think about it and figure out how I want to do it. But I didn't show you guys, but this is the master plan. I may try to scan this so you can see it better, but I went ahead and made this grid on paper first and then translated it onto the ground. And I've been writing on here where everything is, which square has what. And I'm also putting the date that I put it in the ground on here as well. And I also have places here for my raised bed and a bucket rack. So I'm gonna have 2 more raised beds. Even though I haven't done the surround, I'm just doing the storage tote. I have 2 more of those, so there will be 4 of those, I think. That's the plan right now anyway. So I have more work to do, but everything that's going in the dirt, in the actual ground, is in the ground. And my little seedlings, I may end up having to just go and buy some plants because, yeah, they are already shriveling up, which I kind of thought they might, but I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna leave them for a little bit. Maybe the peppers will make it. I think the tomato, the little tiny tomato, I think it's already gone. And the broccoli and cabbage look like it's drying up, shriveling up. So all I can say with that is I tried, but next time I'll try to do better. So I'm just gonna give it, let's say a week and see how it's looking. And if it's not looking like anything, then I may go back to the nursery and get something else and replace what's there with maybe the same thing or something else. I don't know, but we'll see when the time comes. I'll give it a week. I'll give it a week or 2. So anyway, just in an effort of not overdoing it, I've been doing a lot of squatting and bending up and down, and I already got a bad knee, so I don't want to push it too far and end up messing up something. So I'm going to spray everything down with a little bit of water and call it a day, and then we'll pick back up. I won't say tomorrow, maybe not, but I do need to mulch. I need to mulch everything and I need to decide if I want to put the cardboard down or not, because where I put the cardboard so far, it's just kind of in the way. The wind blew a lot of it off yesterday, and I don't know, maybe the mulch by itself will be sufficient. I'm going to think about it overnight and I'll decide. But anyway, I think that's pretty good progress. So I'm going to end this video here, and I will catch up with you guys next week for another video.